Welcome to week 4 of our mystery box challenge.
I am so excited to do another one. I've really been enjoying it and loving everybody's feedback as well. So thank you very much. Go and check out the previous episodes if you haven't.
Yeah. So what's involved in our mystery box challenge?
Yes, so Dan gives me 5 keto-friendly ingredients, and then I can use some items from my pantry and make a delicious meal that Dan then taste tests.
So today's ingredients have come from just a comment in our YouTube videos from the previous mystery boxes, and it was from Jojo, and I'm just going to grab the ingredients now.
I hope you're kind to me, Jojo.
I reckon this is a pretty good one. Okay, so we've got...
I always get so nervous at this part.
Shallots, spring onions, whatever you would call them.
Yep.
In your part of the world. Hopefully this bag doesn't break. Mushrooms. They're just regular kind of cup mushrooms, button mushrooms. Eggs. Now eggs would normally be in the pantry, but she chose eggs, so I went with it.
Okay, so mushrooms, eggs, spring onions.
Here comes your protein.
Oh, there's a protein. That's good.
Pork mince.
Okay, pork mince.
And last thing we have is cabbage.
Right.
So I just got half because we don't need a full one. There's only two of us.
There's only 2 of us.
So how do you feel about those ingredients?
Yeah, okay. Feels, I don't know, I'm thinking Asian, I guess, just because of the spring onions and stuff. I'm going to have to put my thinking cap on, guys. Meanwhile, Dan's going to go and watch the football because she's not allowed to be here while I'm making it, and then she can see what I come up with.
And is the rule that you're still going to try and use all 5?
I'll see how I go. No promises. Okay, so here's what I'm working with today. Pork, mince or ground pork for our US friends, mushrooms, eggs, spring onions and cabbage. Okay, so I think my first thing I'm going to do is slice this cabbage into kind of long pieces, and then I'm going to kind of braise it just in a fry pan with some stock, some salt and pepper, just to kind of make it like a noodle element. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'll have a think about what I'm going to do with these other things. Just have my sliced cabbage in here, and I'm just going to cook it relatively kind of low and slow. And in there I've got a little bit of ghee, some salt and pepper, and a bit of our homemade chicken broth. So that's that cooking. Now, these mushrooms and the pork mince. I think I might make a meatball. So I might kind of pulse these up in the food processor so that they're pretty fine, and then I'm going to pop them in with the mince and make a meatball. Okay, so I've just minced up the mushrooms, some of the mushrooms in here, until they're like super fine. Like I wouldn't be able to chop them this finely so easily, but I think that will mean they kind of disappear into the meatballs a bit. Okay, so I have my cabbage here bubbling away in the background, and I'm just working on this meatball mixture. So in here I have the mushrooms, the pork mince, I put 1 egg, and then I've just put some salt, some pepper, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of Chinese 5-spice. And now I'm going to mix it all up. Now, the sad part is I normally make Dan do this job because I don't like getting my hands all dirty, so I'm going to have to do it myself today. And then what I might do is once I've mixed it all up, I might just take a little bit of the mixture and cook it so I can taste what it tastes like, because I've never made this before. If I was following a recipe, I wouldn't bother doing that. But because I've just kind of winged it with the seasoning, I just want to taste it and see if it needs any more, you know, salt or flavour or anything like that. Just had my little mini meatball that I cooked And actually, you can really taste the mushroom. And I think the mushroom kind of softens it a bit, so it's not too kind of hard and bouncy. But it did need a bit of extra salt. So I've just put a bit of extra salt in my mix, and now I'll start rolling them out. Okay, so I've got my meatballs all rolled, and I've just started cooking some of them in a little bit of ghee. So they look an interesting colour from the mushrooms, but I really think they tasted good, and I've never put mushrooms in a meatball before. So okay, so now I'm going to make a little omelette that I'm kind of going to shred up that we can put with the cabbage. So I've just got 4 of the eggs in here with a bit of salt, and I'm going to add in some of the spring onions, and I'm just going to fry that in the pan, and then I'll shred it up. It's all happening in here. I've got my spring onion omelette on, half of the meatballs cooking, the cabbage I've just set aside for now, and I just have to cook the rest of the meatballs, and I just kept some of the other spring onions to kind of go on the top. So this is the cabbage and the omelette mixture that's kind of going to be our noodles. And then I'm going to pop some of the meatballs on top. So here is our finished dish all ready. So let's go and ask Dan what she thinks I might have cooked. Okay, Dan, what do you think I might have cooked?
So I was thinking something like a chow mein or something like that. Maybe like a burger, but I wasn't sure what you would do with the cabbage. Oh, wow.
So it is,
what is it?
A pork and mushroom meatball with cabbage and like a spring onion omelette.
It looks pretty good.
I haven't really tasted it all together, so hopefully it tastes okay.
Yum. I don't think I got any of that omelette. Let me just try some of that. I love the Asian flavors. I'm getting ginger. That's delicious.
Really?
Yeah, it's really yummy.
It's not dry because there was no sauce. That's what I was worried about.
It's not dry. The meatballs aren't like bouncy. You know how sometimes meatballs can be really kind of resistant? They're quite soft.
So that was using my ingredients: pork mince, cabbage, spring onion, eggs, and mushrooms. And
where's the mushrooms?
In the meatballs. I ground them up.
Oh, nice.
Could you taste them?
Yeah, you could. I just couldn't tell where they were.
And then from the pantry I used some ghee to cook it in, bone broth, salt and pepper, and then just a couple of spices. So
yum. You should give this a go because it's really delicious.
I've never made anything like that.
And something really different to what we would normally eat as well. So that's really good. If you like this video, guys, make sure you give it a thumbs up so we know to do more mystery boxes like this. If you've got an idea of ingredients you want us to put together, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.